John. How you doing? Good to see you, brother. Hi.
I heard you're doing this again, huh?
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Testing. Testing. Boogie's coming out.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Archbishop Ryan Boys Basketball Network, where tonight we have Philadelphia Catholic League action. Your Archbishop Ryan Raiders hosting the Hawks from St. Joe Prep. This is Ted Westerveld, and tonight we have a special night tonight with a three-man booth. Joe Sinai from the class of '93, the great Joe Sinai, and of course, Coach Mark Heimerdinger. Over 500 wins, Cardinal Doherty Fells, and an instructor here forever at Archbishop Ryan. Gentlemen, good to have you on board.
Evening. Good evening, Ted.
Tonight's game is a big game and a big game. So it's a big event and a big game all at the same time. Archbishop Ryan comes in at 2-2 after an 0-2 start. We've talked about the remarkable comeback against Carroll, and they handily took care of Lansdale the other night. And the Hawks come in
and tries to slow them down.
Coach Mark, you come in at 2-2. You're playing a team that's 4-0. How you get your team prepped for tonight?
Well, I think it's nice with the 2 back-to-back victories. Obviously, that gives you some positive feeling about the kids and how they're playing now. Again, I haven't seen St. Joe Prep. I haven't seen St. Joe Prep play, so it's a matter of the situation where Ryan's going to have to come out. Again, I think from Ryan's perspective, as I said after our last game, that he's basically got to figure out what 5 players, maybe 6, out of his 9 or possible 10-man rotation are playing well that night. Again, and not to elaborate too further, but one of the concerns I always had as a coach and always saw as a coach was that when your lineup is young, and basically Ryan's lineup is very, very young, is that sophomores and juniors don't give you the consistency that you think that you get from seniors. So, again, I think putting enough players on the floor to see what's going on and then locking into those players to execute your game plan.
St. Joe Prep is led by Coach Jason Harrigan in his 5th year, going against Coach Zaglinski in his 10th year, 159 wins under his belt, and a lot of hardware and a lot of stuff. And this is not just team against team. This is coach against coach. I think this is a new rivalry, if anything. If you recall, Archbishop Ryan broke the hearts of Girard Avenue with Darren Williams in his last-second shot for them to advance to the Palestra. I think there's a lot of pressure on St. Joe Prep to get there this year. Joe, would you ever play a revenge game like this? Or even, Coach, have you ever played in where you didn't forget about what happened last year?
No, you never forget. Coach will tell you that right now. Coach Harrington doesn't want to win today. He wants to win convincingly, right? He wants to send a message after that experience. It was a great game, right? We just wound up being on the right end.
It was a great game. It was on the road. Remember, it was a 4-5 playoff matchup, Coach. And I don't know if you did the game with us, but if you recall, St. Joe Prep beat Archbishop Ryan in the opening game of the PCL. And that game meant that game was the 4-5. That turned out to be the tie-breaking game.
For home court advantage.
For home court advantage. And obviously Ryan flipped the tables. And Coach Jason Harrigan, I think he's got – I would agree with Joe. I think he comes back and he wants to win with a capital W.
Well, and again, just real quick, back in the day, and even when Joe Sinai played in the 90s, every game was a rivalry game. And the coaches probably were, and I say this with just being honest, were probably a little closer together as a group than the coaches are now, particularly for it's an open enrollment, okay, so that feeds in when you're back in the day, whatever parish you went to, that's where you played. And number 2, I think the school administrators were more in tune with understanding that, you might have a couple down years, but if your kids were playing well, representing the school, there wasn't pressure to win all the time because your hand changed from season to season.
Well, the one thing I think that's interesting about tonight, obviously we've talked about the complete team flipped over from last year with Archbishop Ryan. And that is not the case this year with St. Joe Prep. They're returning first-team All-Catholics Jordan Ellerby, Jaron McKee, Olin Chamberlain, Will Lesovitz, and they have a transfer that came in that's going to make an impact for them, Makai Robertson, 6'3" sophomore guard. He's got offers from Nova, Drexel, Ryder. Jerron McKee headed to Dayton, and Jordan Ellerby he's going to join
D. Will
down at Florida Gulf Coast. So I don't think these kids forgot.
No.
It's the same kids.
It's the same kids. So I think just adds a little bit to the spice of this game.
I mean, they're me mugging me. I'm on the microphone. I ain't even on the court.
St. Joe comes in defeating. They open up their Catholic League season defeating Devon 75-69. They beat Egan 69-56. I don't want to say it's an upset of Roman, but they beat Roman in a slog. 40-38. Joey, you went and watched that game. We'll save some of that for during the broadcast. Ellerby had the game winner at the buzzer. That game was held at Ben Salem. He had 20 points. But I don't think anybody else for Prep had double figures that night. And then they just defeated O'Hara by 19. McKee had 18, Chamberlain 15, and Ellerby 14. And they're going to be their main players. They got four players in double figures, averaging on the year, and an overall 7-4 record. And for Archbishop Ryan, started out 0-2 with defeats to O'Hara and LaSalle. Bounced back from the 27-point deficit. Russell with heroics. Brandon Russell, 36 points. They were down 27 that night. And then the South, it was a sloppy game against Lansdale. Lansdale looked to be maybe a little bit of an up-and-comer. They were a young team, 65-58, which brings them to Archbishop Ryan to 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, Lansdale Catholic, we said it during the game, they're just feisty kids fighting. It was an ugly game, right, Ted? Not a lot of flow to it, but they did their job, and they really hung in there. I am very excited about this game. I wish we were, of course, Ted, 4-0 or 3-1, but that's not the way it works. Another good test, though. Again, game at home. Could really do a lot for their confidence. I can't wait to see how the young kids play today, right? I think we're all in that same boat.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about what you think from Archbishop Ryan. I mean, I would say that today, I know you guys talked about keys, but defending on the perimeter because this Prep team can shoot, and can we keep up? So I'd like to see good guard play, obviously from us, but can we knock down some shots, and can Malik Hughes take advantage of his size in the paint?
I'm not too sure about this, but I think that this might be one of the games where he's actually might be almost the biggest guy on the floor.
You may be right, yeah.
So, I mean, he's used to going up and banging against the 6'9", 6'11 kids, and it might be a little easier for him to be more active on, especially offensively, rebounding the ball.
For Archbishop Ryan, Brandon Russell's just averaging about 17 points a game, with Malik Hughes, number 15, averaging about 17 a game. We're going to get ready to go to the prayer and the national anthem, so we will stay live and get ready for some basketball here on Academy Road.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Archbishop Ryan High School, where tonight the Philadelphia Catholic League is proud to present the finest in boys high school basketball as the visiting Hawks of St. Joseph's Prep take on your Raiders of Archbishop Ryan. Athletes Helping Athletes is an organization that pairs utterly able athletes with high school and college sports programs in South Jersey, as well as Chester, Delaware, Philadelphia Bucks, and Montgomery counties in Pennsylvania. We are honored to be part of this program, as these athletes are a big part of our team. Today, it is an honor to welcome our AHA honorary captains, Matt Beckman and Steve McGarry Jr. As is appropriate, before an athletic contest between two Catholic institutions, we start tonight's proceedings with a prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord, we ask that you protect and guide all involved with today's game. Protect each player from injury. May they give their best effort, and may your guiding light be felt by players, coaches, officials, and spectators alike. May good sportsmanship be displayed by all. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. We ask everyone to please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats. And veterans, we invite you to salute as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
Great night for basketball. Great night to be here on Academy Road. This is Ted Westervelt along with Joe Sinai and Coach Mark Heimerdinger, and bringing tonight's action between St. Joe Prep and your Archbishop Ryan Raiders. Good to see Steve McGarry and Matt Beckman doing the AHA. Steve the Legend and Matt with our Athletes Helping Athletes. Thank you very much. Running through the starting lineups here. For St. Joe Prep, they're going Chamberlain, Jaron McKee, Jordan Ellerby wearing number 2. And for your Raiders, you can hear the pipes of the great John McBride doing the announcements. Seth Gay getting the start tonight. We didn't have that in the pregame. Joey, what do you think about Seth getting the start?
He's been playing well. And I wonder if it's that spark.
Quick start, right? One of the things that Ryan has had trouble with is getting out to a quick start. When Seth seems to get into the game, he brings some energy.
And you know Gallagher is fine coming off the bench. He can produce.
So it looks like they're going to go with, here he is, the senior, Brandon Russell, junior, Malik Hughes, sophomores, Seth Gay, Samaj Stone, and Matt Johnson.
Coach, you think starting Seth Gay today has anything to do with who we're playing against?
Yes, they primarily, you said, play man-to-man defense, and I think that Gallagher is the type of player basically that can help you more if the team's more zone-oriented. So we'll see how that works out for them with the idea that they're playing against a team that they know is basically a man-to-man team, Joe.
Prep, not a starter over 6'4", 6'3", so it looks like they play basically a 5-guard. They look like all 5 guards, Joe?
Essentially, yeah. Lesowich, who had a good game against Roman. He really did, and he had to cover Jackson. I mean, Reef is a big boy, and he did a good job. But he's a guard. To be honest, you can call him a wing coach, but he's a guard.
Well, basically that's the way the game's going now. Everybody thinks they're a guard.
All right, here we go. Ready for action. And the first possession will go to the Hawks, and that's Ellerby on the ball right now.
Yeah.
Wow, the steal right off the bat from Samaj Stone. Here comes Seth Gay. Gay takes it himself and it's pinned. Wow, big block.
And here we go.
We are running. Russell. Early foul for Brandon Russell.
Robinson just took the ball out of the air. He was up there for about 3 or 4 seconds.
It's Mekhi Robertson, number 11 for Prep on the block.
That was amazing.
Will Lesovitz makes the first. And he makes both. So Archbishop Ryan gets the steal, gets the turnover on Prep's first possession. But Prep comes back and a foul on Russell to go up 2-0. Just foul off the ball.
And one of my former players is officiating the game, John Prespolinski, 2-guard on the 1986 Northern Division champions. Never saw a shot he didn't like, Joe Sinai. You'd like him, but he could put the ball in the basket, and he's done a heck of a job as an official, also officiating at the college level.
He looks uncomfortable without shooting the ball out there.
That's Matt Johnson going to start the offense for senior Brandon Russell. Samaj Stone, they go low. Ball stolen. by Chamberlain. Ooh. And a good take.
Nice stutter dribble there. Both teams opening man-to-man as expected.
Robinson making his presence felt right away with the block and the drive on Russell. There goes Seth Gay. Seth Gay up under, good.
That was Matty Johnson.
Ryan on the board.
That was Matty Johnson.
Oh, Matty Johnson, I'm sorry.
Oh, good, oh, good. I make sure the score is correct.
Ooh.
Almost got that, Coach.
Yeah, I saw that.
The key kicks and a fire and good.
See, that play annoys me, Joe Sinai, in a sense where you pinch in on the strong side and the dribbler just has an easy kick.
5-2.
Oh, it's a good sign.
Brandon Russell.
Real good sign.
Knocks
Russell
it down.
bangs the 3.
Doesn't look like there's going to be a 30-second clock needed today, huh, fellas?
Malik Hughes to Samaj Stone. Here comes Rush. Rush feeling it for 3. And he called it. Brandon Russell. Ooh, from downtown, not afraid. Miss. There goes Matty Johnson. It's an 8-7 game. Ryan with the lead. Russell, no. And here comes Prep with the floorboard, and up the floor they come. Right to the hoop on Gay. Gay gets the block. Oh, and they're going to get a foul on the one-handed putback. Fasten your seatbelts, everybody. This is going to be a fun one.
Coach, I feel like the energy level on both teams are so high.
Absolutely. Both teams did come ready to play, Joe.
I wonder if they run out of gas in the next minute or two and settle down. All that adrenaline leaves your body and you feel like you ran a marathon. and there's 5 minutes left in the first quarter. I've been there.
I understand that.
But you can tell they're so hungry. They both want this game badly.
Well, I think they're trying to establish a knockout punch early, if you can make a boxing reference here, to see which team's going to surrender first. But they both came out flying today, that's for sure.
5:31 left in this first quarter, 8-8. With Makai Robinson at the line, a sophomore, transfer student. Heavy. That's Samaj Stone bringing the ball up.
Coach, here goes that extended 2-3.
All right, yes, good call, Joe.
Stone pivots, turns. Heavy off the back iron. Here comes Prep. Oh.
Someone's got to step in and take the charge.
Jordan Ellerby with 2.
We all have pet peeves as coaches, and one of mine was step in and give it up, guys.
Archbishop Ryan, Stone. Matt goes up. No. Prep stolen by Seth Gay.
Pull up.
He's going to shoot from downtown. No good.
Oh, I wanted that one, Coach.
I see that.
Prep right up the floor. Oh, that's a good spin.
See?
And all ball, Seth Gay. That's his second block. Here comes Russell behind the back. Russell hard to his left. He kicks to Johnson.
Ooh.
Johnson, risky pass to Stone. Stone corrals it. Goes to Malik Hughes. Malik Hughes loses. This is a big moment for Hughes. He's the only one out here who hasn't been in a big moment for Ryan. This is a big game for him. Let's see how he adapts. 8 points this first quarter here for Archbishop Ryan, down 2, coming up on the 4-minute mark. Ellerby. Robertson weaves back to Ellerby. Ellerby guarded directly by Russell, and we got a 3 from Will Lesovitz, and that's good.
Got to get a little faster on that closeout, Joe Sinai. He was very, very sluggish in getting out there and didn't put a hand in the guy in his face. Someone's got to step up to the top.
Joe gets the timeout. That was a delay on that.
Well, see, he still had time bringing the ball up, so his option could have been to back dribble, allow somebody from the weak side to flash into the high post, pass it out of the double team. And again, as I will emphasize during this conversation, Joe, and this broadcast, the most important pass to make out of the double is the guy that receives the pass from the person being doubled.
Yeah.
He must immediately redirect it to another player. 1 or 2 dribbles gives the defense way too much time to readjust to the different position of the ball on the floor. So as the doubles coming, if you can back dribble on the other side of half court, make sure you got good spacing against it. Person that receives the next pass must immediately pass out of that. And that's the formula for beating a trap.
And coach, in that particular possession, Prep trapped too early. They were on this side of half court.
That's my point.
And Johnson's got to get rid of that ball before the trap
Occurs. Yes. But also, there was nobody sitting around the top of the key there to provide an outlet pass to the middle of the floor, too, Joe.
Ryan down 5 here. Ball to Stone. Deflected. Seth Gay handles it nicely. Gay looks right at the basket every time he gets the ball.
Yeah, you guys were right. He provided a nice spark to start this game off. And he's not bashful.
No, he's not. Samaj Stone tries to get the floorboard. No. Kai Robertson with the rebound, and up comes Prep to get in their set. This is Ellerby going to his right on Russell. Russell contested, but that's a nice shot by Ellerby.
Tough shot. Okay.
14-8, 2:49 left.
I would like to see some ball fakes here. Get that zone zooming around.
Yeah, you got it. Yep.
Seth Gay. Russell gets him in the air, and he can't get him to convert, but
good pump fake to draw the foul.
Absolutely, draws a foul. Russell with 2 threes this quarter. 2 big free throws for him right away to knock this lead down to 5. We're at the 2:28 mark of the first quarter.
I see a sense of urgency in Seth Gay, and I think if he could get a couple positive plays, it'll be really good for this kid and the team.
Mm-hmm.
Russell makes the first. Russell been good from the line, hit some big free throws actually against Lansdale to kind of spread the game out a little bit. Keyshawn Franklin checks in, number 4 for Archbishop Ryan for Malik Hughes.
So that's player number 6.
Russell makes both.
Good for him to see the ball go in early.
Yeah.
8 on the night for him, 2:23 left. Here comes Prep.
Ryan staying man-to-man.
Robertson shoots from the elbow, good.
Do a little better job on hedging on that screen. Here comes the extended pressure now.
Stone.
That gap. Oh, nice cut.
Stone
to the
leaves his
basket.
feet, but nice cut.
Beautiful
is
cut to the
right.
basket.
Matt Johnson. Good defense here. Step back. Ellerby, good. Wow. Ellerby, his third bucket of the night.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good. Minute
He's
38
pretty
left.
good.
They're shooting at a really high percentage.
Yes, they are.
Russell off a screen from Stone. Johnson, kick. Gay. Back iron. And another 3, and that's good.
Wow.
Have they missed?
7 straight.
That was Owen Chamberlain with the 3. 22-12, just like that, down 10.
Get
and
in.
the kissing, good.
Good job.
They needed that.
Good bucket. Gay closes out there. He's going to drive. And that's a spot he wanted. That's a spot
Yep.
Lesovitz wanted. And the ball's going to stay here. With 37.1 second left. 22-15 Prep lead.
That's questionable at best.
Mark Anthony Gallagher going to check in.
To me, it's a no call. Two kids fighting for the ball. Coach.
Come on.
Gallagher checks in for Matt Johnson. Can Ryan get a stop here?
Ooh, a little shuffle there.
Shuffle there's
yeah,
right.
Okay, I just want to make sure my eyes are good.
Jaron McKee with 30 seconds left, directing traffic. Doesn't go down, and Stone with the rebound. It's the
Good
set guy.
outlet, good outlet. Give it up. Ooh.
Again,
Gay with an open look.
Might be a foot or two outside that range, Joe Sinai. I think he had an opportunity to toe the line a little bit, and he's settling for that. So hopefully he'll get more acclimated to getting a little closer to that three-point stripe.
That foul was on Keyshawn Franklin on the offensive board attempt. 12 seconds. 9, 7. Chamberlain on the ball, screen. And 3 attempt, no good, air ball. And that'll do it for the first quarter.
Well, you know, seven points, Joe Sinai, and I don't know that Prep could shoot the ball any better. So, I mean, sometimes you got to look at the lead and go, okay, we're down 7, but.
So this is the Ryan game to, as they've seen all the games in the season, where the other team has shot lights out first half. I think the difference was that Prep made contested jumpers.
Oh, yeah.
They've been impressive.
Yes, they have.
Joe, want to speak to the smaller lineup?
Yeah, I think that the fact that Prep is so small, Joey can have a lot of options to go with, right? So who's playing well, who's hot, who's making plays, whose night is it not? But I really like, again, I'm impressed with Seth Gay, his aggressiveness. You just feel like, Coach, like they're going to start going in, I think, for him.
Yep.
And you said 7 points, that's 2 shots, right?
Yeah, well.
But you can see how skilled the Prep guards are.
Absolutely.
I mean, they can get buckets in bunches.
Yes.
And you got to stay away from them 7,
Yes.
8, 6-point runs.
Yes. Yep. That's a good call, Joe Sinai.
I think I have to make a comment on the Prep uniforms. They need to get the number contrast a little bit better for these older commentators up here.
I agree with that. You know any good uniform places there, Ted?
I can help out. 22-15, starting the second quarter. For your Raiders on the floor, a few changes. Stone, Gay, Gallagher, Franklin, and Russell. Let's see what they do coming out of this break.
Yeah.
Gallagher steps and shoots and scores.
That entire defensive possession, they were screaming shooter.
Yes.
And he hit a 3.
And again, that's something Coach Zaglinski's known for, coming out of timeouts and quarters.
Coach Clipboard. 22-18, second quarter just getting underway. Mark Anthony Gallagher,
Right,
big
shot.
three.
Big shot.
Gay fights through the screen there. Oh. McKee. Acrobatic, and no, he kind of forced that one, and we'll take it. Franklin takes a spill.
Get up.
Russell likes to play fast. Oh, they're going to call it charge. I don't think there was enough contact there for the charge, but that's Russell's second.
Yeah, that is. Gonna have to be careful at this point. I don't know that you can necessarily take Russell off the floor, Joe, at this point, even though with the 2 fouls.
He's a bad habit of getting the foul trouble. It's been a theme almost every game.
Well, he's got to get out of that habit.
And, Coach, don't get offended, but there was a little bit of a Doherty D that last possession. And you're telling him, shooter, and that guy hit the 3.
Well, I'm not going to get into some reasons why that might be known.
McKee misses the 3, a wide open one. Good take by Keyshawn Franklin.
Good job.
Just make him play.
I don't know, Joe. Do you look maybe to take Russell out if it's this close and see if you can ride it for a couple minutes, or you leave him on?
Absolutely. I think you can.
Wow.
And I think
Lesivas misses the bunny, boys. And now Archbishop Ryan can tie or take the lead.
I would play slow here.
Yeah, well,
I would get
Get it out of his hands, but no. Russell up under. Can't spin it off the backboard. Oh, and they're going to get stoned for a foul, guys. Not the best decision there.
Now, well, first of all, I was concerned when Russell went to the basket. I could see the charge coming. And then after he missed the shot, there could have been an opportunity for him to reach to pick up his third. So, I don't know, Joe. Did you answer my question? Would you take Russell off the floor now for a minute or two to see if he can maintain, or
I would
you're afraid to let it get out of hand?
I would get used back in here.
Okay.
And then try that lineup.
But would you take Russell off?
Yes, take
Okay.
Russell off. Sorry, yeah.
That's all right.
Ryan on a 5-0 run here. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul.
I missed that.
I didn't see it either. I did not see that either.
Back screen?
Foul on number 23.
It was the back screen that got
With the back screen, they called a foul, yeah.
You know what, Coach? I was going to say that. I see a little movement on that high screen occasionally on the prep side.
All right, let's keep our eye out on that.
22-20, just under 6 minutes left. Ryan on a 5-0 run.
I'm a little curious as to why Prep doesn't go back into the man-to-man, Joe. Ryan's made this run, right, against this extended zone, so possibly going back to man might be an opportunity.
Turnover by Stone on the travel. 22-20, 5:48 left.
I think he just got to shoot that three.
Yes.
Just shoot it.
Okay.
McKee on the ball. Ellerby guarded by Stone. Guarded nicely by Stone. Stone staying with him. Step away, good.
Hey,
Wow.
You know what? Sometimes you just got to
Tip your hat.
to the offensive player. That's all you can ask a guy to do defensively. So Stone just gave you, and they're staying in this extended 2-3, guys.
Those were Prep's first points of the quarter. Ryan was on a 5-0 run coming out of the quarter.
And Joe, look defensively. Look for the help side from Ryan's side. I think their help side players are still too far out of the lane to provide adequate help.
Seth Gay for three.
Ooh.
Stone with the offensive rebound. Spins, pivots.
Oh, okay.
Russell's going to put it up. Short.
He didn't really look set and ready to
Yeah.
shoot that one now.
Will Lesovitz kicks. Extra pass, another one. Good movement by Prep.
Good rotation there.
Nice contest by Russell.
Nice defensive rotation by Ryan on that, too.
And ball's going to stay with Archbishop Ryan. Thank you for tuning in. Ted Westerveld, Joe Sinai, Coach Mark Heimerdinger. Please send the link to your friends. It's a good game. 4-point game.
I don't think Ryan wants to run today. I think you're running into his zone. Be patient on offense. They're getting good shots.
Yes, they are.
Gay drives, kicks to Franklin. Stone goes left,
Oh, wide open.
switches hands and scores. Samaj Stone.
Coach, that's what he does best, right?
Yep.
2-point game, the 4:15 mark. Just give it to Ellerby, short.
Look
Good
out.
defense by Stone.
Too
They
late.
had him, they couldn't find him.
Too late. All right. No, don't be nuts now.
Seth
look
with a
at
great
this.
look to Samaj Stone. We got a tie ball game.
There we go. Timeout, Prep.
Sophomores taking charge.
Wow.
24-24 at the 4-minute mark. What do you think, boys?
That's what I want to see.
Well, what I want to see is what does St. Joe Prep do differently coming out of this timeout? Because, again, the extended zone seems to be playing into Ryan.
Well, just as we talked about, they made everything in the first quarter.
Struggling.
It went cold in the second quarter. A great contest there by Samaj.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it was on Ellerby, right? He missed that shot.
Absolutely.
Ellerby tried to draw the foul, didn't get it, and we go the other way, and we tie the game.
And the other shot Ellerby hit in that quarter, Stone did everything but, throw something at him.
And then coach is within the game, like you said. Teddy, they come out of that 2-3 now. They'll go to man, and it's going to be interesting to see how Joey attacks it if they go back to man, right?
Correct.
They're still super, super small.
Yes.
Just a couple quick shout-outs, of course, to the great Lou Peltzer, who's checking in, says hello.
Louis.
James Stitt, I tuned in to hear Coach Heimerdinger. Excited to hear your voice on basketball knowledge. Should be a good game. Thanks, James, for checking in. And, of course, big fan Stephen Brunkle. Steve, thank you for checking in. Please send the link to your friends. Good game. It's Tied at 24. Joe, do you have any scores from the committee?
I do.
What do you got?
Judge 20, LaSalle 17 after 1.
Big night tonight in the PCL. The other games are Carroll is at Lansdale. That happened yesterday. Carroll won. Devon at Bonner, which that's the Joe Sinai game of the week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
LaSalle at Judge, Egan at Newman, West at O'Hara.
A lot of money on Bonner tonight.
There you go. Get your FanDuel account ready. Hey, we're at the 4-minute mark in a tie ball game here with against the 4-0 St. Joe Prep Hawks. It's Owen Chamberlain on the ball. 4 steps there by Ellerby.
Run a set off the flex cut there.
Good defense by Stone.
And I agree with Joe Sinai here. I think Prep wants to play fast, and Ryan, especially against his own, has a chance to slow it down a little bit. So let's.
If you've been watching Archbishop Ryan play, I think watch Stone slowing Ellerby down has been huge.
That's a nice play off the inbounds. Down screen flex cut, yeah.
Wow, great offensive rebound by Prep there.
Ryan guys are flying all over the
Wow.
place.
Good ball movement there.
Can't fault the effort on that defensive set, Joe.
I mean, both teams, I said,
Yeah.
it's the effort, the engagement.
He's staying with the zone here,
Passion.
Joe. You surprised at that at all, Joe?
Yes, absolutely not.
You're not surprised?
No,
Oh,
I
you're-
can't. I'm surprised he's sticking with it.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to know.
Franklin, Archbishop Ryan down 3, and we're at the 3-minute mark in
Yeah,
second.
they're man.
Bring it out.
They're back in man.
Okay, now they're in man.
I think it was they were
kind of matching up, and then okay,
little show.
nice backdoor cut. Uh-oh.
And here comes the senior, Will Lesovitz, and he gets it. Lead back up to 5 off the turnover,
Yeah,
and a foul.
after that pass, you can't go try to go get the loose ball. You got to get back on defense on that. That's, again, stuff young kids have to learn.
Oh, you're saying after the turnover, coach?
Yeah, after the turnover, you don't go firing the ball. You got to get your
butt
butt
back
back on defense.
Malik Hughes checking in for Keyshawn Franklin.
Here's that game, right, coach? They're in 2-3.
There you go.
Put in some size. Let's see what Prep does.
On the floor for the Raiders, Gay, Gallagher, Hughes, Stone, Russell.
Looks like they're back in that zone. They're going to try to run Gallagher off of some baseline screen.
Hughes foul line jumper. I think that was blocked.
Yeah, it had a little piece there. Okay. Someone's got to step up.
Ellerby kicks. There's a fire from 3. No good.
Wow.
And Robertson can't put it back.
Pass the ball up the floor.
Gallagher for 3. Doesn't make him pay, and here comes Prep.
Nice job by Gay getting back. Great job by Gay. Uh-oh. Oh.
And Ryan turns the ball over.
That's that up and down. I like Ryan playing slow tonight, boys. I can just tell.
Tend to agree with you.
Quick shout out to the St. Joe Prep broadcast crew. They have a student broadcast crew, not here tonight, but they do a wonderful job down at their place and have always been gracious to us when we've come down to visit. Joey, those young guys next to us, right? So we have Anthony Sorgi checking in. Thanks, Anthony, for the kind words, and best of luck to you this season. You might be calling some big games. 29-24, Prep with the lead at 2 minutes. Big exchange there for Ryan, not able to capitalize on another turnover from Prep. Ellerby. Robertson, Makai Robertson. Guarded by Gallagher, and he shoots over him and scores. Whistle.
What do we got?
I think delay game. Ellerby.
Oh, did he hit the ball after the ball? I didn't see it. Yeah? Okay.
Stay tuned for halftime. We'll have a few topics. We'll talk about what the future for the PCL looks like in 2024. It's going to be wild. We have the basketball knowledge of Joe Sinai and Coach Mark Heimerdinger with 1:24 left here in this half. 7 points. Separates these two teams, and Russell Russell in the corner.
Nice entry pass.
Finds Hughes. Up and under, good.
Job.
Good sign.
Good to see Malik Hughes get on the board.
I think they're playing well against that defense, Joe. That's off his leg.
Going
Yes,
back,
sir.
right,
That
Coach?
ball's going to go to Archbishop Ryan, gentlemen. You are correct.
Coach, you should have been a ref.
That's funny because a lot of referees told me that too.
31-26, 54.9 seconds.
And for our listeners, that is complete sarcasm. There's not a single ref. We want a ref.
How are you managing this possession, Coach?
Inside out, right, Coach?
Yeah, but we're gonna with some degree of patience. I mean, you don't want to look to just flat out hold it, but if you can get the ball at the foul line and get that shot, that's what you would want, right?
Huge spins, can't get it to go.
Up.
Stone loses a shoe. Ellerby drives, and they're going to get somebody for a foul. They're going to get.
Hughes might got away with a little walk there. You think?
They're going to get the foul on Seth Gay. That's his second.
I'm surprised he had room to work there. In that 2-3, he's one-on-one with those guys in the back line. I thought against Rowan, they kind of dug in.
Okay. Well, they seem extended tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe, what do you think of the substitution here? 23, Jalen Avery checking in the game, and Keyshawn Franklin. Out comes Hughes and Russell, protecting Russell with the fouls.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great sub.
24 seconds left. Good defense by Gay. Heavy offensive rebound. Prep heavy again.
Good.
Seth Gay with another rebound. 10 seconds left. 8. Seth Gay finds Avery and the timeout. Coach Joe Zigolinski.
All right.
31-26, 6.9 seconds left.
I think he thought he was in a little trouble there, right? For the reason to call the timeout.
Is that his second?
I think it's his second time out.
Yeah.
Right.
Second, that's a 30.
As a player, Coach.
Listen. I hear you.
As a player, when a coach calls a timeout and you get a bucket within a half a second later, I hope they get a 3 here. But Coach Z did point to himself. He was in distress.
I saw it.
It's another possession, right? He didn't know that was. That looked like a turnover from up here.
Again, I'm not questioning that. I'm not questioning timeout. I'd be more annoyed at my player that I had to call the timeout at that point.
Just under 7 seconds left in this second quarter. 31-26. Archbishop Ryan with a chance to cut further into this lead. They came into this quarter down 7. Scored the first.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you, I'll be shocked if they don't run a play right off the inbounds here.
And, Coach, there's definitely a story I want to talk to you about.
Oh, no.
Regard to inbounds. It's
It
a good segue.
It is the Kendrick story, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a good segue.
Here we go. Ball to Avery. Stone, 5, 4 to Gay, and Gay loses it out of bounds, and it gives St. Joe Prep has an opportunity here with 2.5 seconds left. Let's see what they pull off.
Ryan's got to get set.
Makai Robertson, he makes up the ground.
Wow.
Oh, he pulls up. He's got a chance there.
Right.
Doesn't go. 31-26. Archbishop Ryan down 5 to St. Joe Prep. The first place undefeated St. Joe Prep. All in all, gentlemen, real quick, first half.
I liked it. Ryan missed a ton of shots. St. Joe Prep has a ton of shot makers. Contested, Coach. They can put the ball in the basket. Beat down 5, considering shooting that low percentage.
Right.
I'm happy where we're at, right?
Well, I was going to ask you because you know more about the Prep than I do. If I told you Ryan would be down 5 at halftime, how would you feel coming into this game? You'd feel good, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, it's a winnable game.
So, and again, let's remember how well they shot the ball in the first quarter.
I think right off of Jump Street, the change in the starting lineup with Seth going in and Mark Anthony coming off the bench. And what does he do? He comes off the bench and hits a nice 3.
Right.
That was big for us. And then obviously Seth gives you just a little bit of energy. He just hasn't had the chance for a couple to drop in a row. And maybe if he can get on a heater, all of a sudden they're back in. It's a different story. But
it's a good. It really displays Gallagher's character, right? He's not pouting because he didn't start, and he comes right in, ready to help the team, hits a big three within the first 5 seconds he's in the game. And that's the kind of kids you got to have in your program, the mentally tough, team-first kids.
I would agree, and I also, if you notice his body language when he was shooting the ball was very calm, which started against LaSalle a little bit, so he can fill that role, and if that's where Joe decides to go for extended time in this middle part of the season, all of a sudden Ryan's tough.
Yeah.
What about the St. Joe crew? What about your thoughts on Ellerby?
Nice player.
Nice player, huh? Real nice player.
Real nice player. He's pretty good, as they say. But, you like, just to touch on Joe's point real quick, and Joe, remember, he was his junior in 1992, and we just had wars with Ryan that entire year. They had a very good team in 92, and
just in case, real quick, in case somebody tuned.
Seven days or 6 days, something like that. And I remember coming out of the locker room and expecting to hear basketball, see basketballs, because we got to do a walkthrough. Everyone is on the benches with ice because there were just injuries. But my story is, and this isn't my story, and I'll let you tell it, Coach. But
that's okay. I don't have to.
You were playing in Kendrick. And I'll let you tell who the great coach was there, that longtime coach,
right, sure.
Great guy. And as a good coach would, he prepared his team for an inbounds play over and over and over. And then what happens, Coach? Tell me what happens in the game, because you set your kids up for success. That's the part that I don't want anyone to miss.
Okay, well, this is 93, first of all, and that was one of the teams I had mentioned in another broadcast after our 92 team, that we only won 4 or 5 games, but I loved those kids to death because they worked their butts off. We just weren't real talented.
I know all of them, yep.
But Coach Tom Kehoe was great at running inbounds plays at Kendrick. He had like 5 or 6 of them. And, again, one of my pet peeves is you're not beating me on inbounds plays, right? So we would go over the inbounds play, go there. So 93, we're losing by about 25. He's about ready to put his other players on the floor, and the ball's out of bounds. So I look at him and I go, Kehoe, run line 1. One more time. We're going to stop it this time. Run it. He looks at me, shrugs his shoulders, puts one up. Next thing you know, the big guy, Pat, I forget his name. Boop, 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 layup, right? I go, all right. He subbed and the game was over. But that's kind of rapport you had with the coaches back in the league back at that point in time. But yeah, I was afraid you were going to tell me that when you said that you ran into Neil. He was going to tell you a story.
Welcome to the Archbishop Ryan Mark Heimerdinger podcast, everybody, for checking in. Real quick, you know what I wanted to ask you, Coach? One of the things I wrote down is that you have a history about coaching against St. Joe Prep and coaching against Speedy.
Sure.
So talk a little bit about that if you could.
Well, there's a lot of things in coaching that you have to live with, and, we had an opportunity 2 times to win a Catholic League championship, particularly the first time, and we didn't get it done, and the coach, testament to Coach Morris and his team and his players, they were pretty good too. I mean, it wasn't like we lost to the Little Sisters of the Poor, but just to make a comparison about, and especially the first time we played, I know how John Thompson felt at Georgetown because they shot 75% from the floor, 85%.
They pulled a Villanova on you?
They pulled a Villanova on us, and there was just nothing we could do. But they were well prepared, and they were a good group of kids. Griffin, Zoller, Redding was on the floor at that time. Chris Clark. So he had a couple D1 players too. Mine might have been a little higher at that point, but his kids were very well tuned in, and my hat's off to the St. Joe kids that won those 2 championships.
Did you have a relationship with him at all?
Yes. Speedy was, Speedy's kind of, believe it or not, as demonstrative as he is on the floor and coaching, was always a guy that probably did more listening than talking. So, yeah, I had a lot of respect for Coach Morris.
Your style similar?
I guess Joe.
Joe almost fell off the bleachers.
No, only because not in X's and O's. I won't even speak to that. I can't speak to that, to be honest with you. I was just running around like an idiot playing basketball. Coach Heimerdinger had a very unique style, and his delivery. He coaches kids hard, and I'm not as familiar with Speedy, but I don't think that he coached the same way you did. Not that you have a lot in common and try to teach the same things. I think it was just done differently.
Okay.
Coach Mark Heimerdinger was, for those of you who do not know, taught here at Ryan for many, many, many years and was basketball coach at Cardinal Doherty High School and also Samuel Fells High School. And Coach, it's so much fun to sit here as a guy who won 540-some basketball games. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and stories. We do appreciate it.
Well, I'm glad to contribute in some way, but you don't win basketball games without good players. I mean, it's that simple, but thank you for the compliment.
Just about a minute away from getting started here, 31-26. Archbishop Ryan down 5, but looking pretty good. It's not one of those. We're not in a game tonight where it's like they don't have a chance to come back. They are absolutely competing, and I don't even want to say hanging with. I think there was a spot in that second quarter where they got Prep out of their rhythm and got them a little frantic, missed some shots, and all of a sudden they looked human. And then they just couldn't capitalize on a couple possessions. They had that one turnover where they threw the ball length to the floor, went out of bounds. But otherwise, from that, I think they had to be real, real happy coming out of the locker room.
And again, I'm just gonna go back to the Prep situation. I would definitely go back into my man-to-man at some point. Not sure why Coach Harrigan staying with that. I'm sure he has his reasons for staying in that. But I think that's when Ryan was able to get inside some gaps there, hit some threes, and make some plays against it. So it'll be interesting to see what he comes out with in the third quarter.
Coach Harrigan trying to go 5-0 here. Archbishop Ryan trying to say something about that. On the floor for Archbishop Ryan, Malik Hughes, Brandon Russell, Matt Johnson, Samaj Stone, and Seth Gay. That's as we started, and we are underway. That's Owen Chamberlain with the ball for the Hawks. Coach got his Pelly and Gatorade. He's set.
Ooh.
Chamberlain guarded by Gay. Gay doing a nice job.
Nice job.
Johnson defending through the screen, so they give the ball to Ellerby, who's marked by Stones Stone has had this assignment most of the evening. That might have been a travel
Yeah,
there.
a little shuffle.
The senior Will
Yeah.
Lesovitz with the first bucket of the second half.
Looks like he's coming out man-to-man, Joe.
Yeah.
And that was a very disciplined set that Prep just ran.
That was a long possession. It was almost
Yeah.
a minute.
And good, Russell.
Coach, with the lack of height, I would have thought they'd have more baskets, 4 to 8, 6 feet,
Into the
8 feet in the paint, and not as many as you would think for the Raiders.
No, not at all. You're right.
There's no shot blocker in there,
No, there certainly isn't.
Makita Robertson, a little shimmy shake to the hoop. Seth Gay goes up with him and no.
Good no
Again.
call there.
Yeah.
Makai Robertson.
Nice spin move. Oh, ooh.
Stone can't get it, and it's going to go to the line.
Coach, just what I said. Attack the basket. There's no shot blocker, right?
I hear you. I mean, you didn't see the Patrick School, Joe. They had 2 6'9s. They started, brought a 6'9 off the bench. And
They started
6'11.
They started 2 eclipses.
Yeah.
They blocked out the sun. Samaj Stone, 2 big free throws here.
If I was on the court, coach, I would have played 3-point line and 3-point line.
There you go. Anyway, they stepping inside that line.
Well, you know me, we dribble in circles.
35-29. We're at the 6:30 mark here in the third quarter. It's sophomore Samaj Stone at the line. Can't get the roll, misses. St. Joe Prep to Ellerby, guarded by Stone. Russell doesn't come over and help.
Oh, yeah. I'm still not liking the help side defense that's being playing. A little bit more aware of getting into that lane area.
Brandon Russell.
Nice flex cut there.
And Malik Hughes draws the foul. What do you think about it? He goes low there, makes himself smaller, buddy. That seems to be his MO. Hey, Joe?
I mean, that's my favorite action. My favorite play of the season is when they have him coming from the left to right and feed him in the middle of the coach, Teddy.
Yep.
How many fouls is that on Ellerby?
It says 0-5. I don't know.
We got to get that.
Okay.
I got to have send a memo to.
It's at least 2.
It's at least 2.
I'm
yeah.
hoping for 7, but I think he only has 2 fouls.
You know, there isn't much post play anymore, Joe, but one of the things we used to tell our players when they were in that position is you make yourself bigger by making yourself smaller.
Wide, right?
Wide, correct.
Low base.
Lead back up to 7. Ellerby gets
Good,
Russell
good.
in the
Nice
air.
help,
And
nice help.
blocked by Gay. Here comes Gay. He's going to hot step.
Wow.
Reverse. Good. Seth Gay.
Smooth.
Wow.
I don't think he'll be coming off the bench much more here.
No, I
Joe.
don't think he can keep him down.
Nope. That's a heck of a
Where's
move.
the help, coach?
Yeah, he's got to get there. They're not there.
He's coming. He's coming.
All right.
Good job.
Good job, recover.
Chamberlain
Nice. Good contest.
up over Hughes and good. Olin Chamberlain.
He's such a consistent,
He is.
steady point guard. Lets the game come to him.
Are we
Seasoned vet, right?
looking back into this zone again, Joe?
Yep.
Seth Gay looks. He's going to go right.
Okay,
Matt
yep.
Johnson gets everybody settled. Gay in the corner to Russell. Russell steps into one. Short. Big rebound. Samaj Stone. 2-hand push called.
Well,
it's
foul.
gotta be a foul.
Okay, yeah, that's a foul. I'll be curious to see if he stays in this defense, whether Coach Z goes back to Gallagher a little sooner now.
That's Olin Chamberlain's first foul. Ryan's going to inbounds under the
Inbounds,
basket.
okay. He's got something. What's he got here?
Hughes. Might have turned one over there.
That play broke down.
Seth Gay. Matt Johnson.
Ooh.
Nice defense by Robertson. Hughes spins. Keeps the ball. Gets it up, puts it up on the rim. No, and here come the Hawks. On the wing of Robertson and an offensive foul.
Nice play by Gay,
Yep.
right? Both ends, coach. Getting steals, making
little
plays.
things.
Good call by the referee from Cardinal Doherty that drew a couple charges at second and Godfrey.
Already 4 fouls for St. Joe Prep, and that's Robertson's.
I thought Malik
Second foul.
just did a little too much there, right?
Right.
You're in a lot of traffic. Just pick it up. You'll get it back. Just again, maybe just aggressive, trying to make things happen. That's okay.
Uh-huh.
But I think you sit him down, slow him down.
Russell goes up among the
There's gotta
trees.
be
No.
some
Stone.
contact there now. Yeah, Russell should be able to get to the basket. See that?
Ellerby! Wow! Jordan Ellerby with a big-time slam. And we answer. Seth Gay with a great answer.
Beautiful. Oh, no, you can't have that happen.
This is not the pace.
Yeah.
No. 43-34. Timeout on the floor. Last bucket by Will.
That was a ferocious dunk.
It was a ferocious dunk, but there's too much free traveling that you can get to the basket without people standing there, Joe said. I don't know. I know I'm nuts and old, but oof.
You know what, Coach? You just made me think of something. Teddy. So, and again, I'm old. I get it. But I don't ever remember making a layup and landing on the ground. Like, if I made a layup, I was landing on 2 feet and getting back on defense. Now, if I got hit, yeah, you fall down sometimes. But today, a lot of kids lay it up, and again, they're probably so athletic.
Well, part of the reason wasn't somebody just texted me and says Joe Sinai couldn't jump
Well,
over.
I was waiting my turn.
He couldn't jump over the Saturday Daily News.
Yeah,
That's what the text came in.
tell the text person I got that 100% right.
No, but Joe, you're right though. But
My fingernail would hit the bottom of the net, boys. And that's when the nets were 2 feet long.
listen, you don't want to get your palm of your hand on the gravel at Chalfont, right? Come on. 43-34, having some fun with the great Joe Sinai, class of 93, and Mark Heimenegger.
Ryan's got to settle down and get some
Yeah.
stops.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think that timeout was one that, as a coach, he kind of took because he was a little bit upset.
Well, lead up to 9. Samaj Stone to Seth Gay, having a heck of a game. Forces one into Russell. Russell able to maintain possession.
Okay, got Gallagher back in the game.
Franklin from the corner.
Good box out.
Yeah,
Yes,
nice
it was.
Nice chat.
Here comes McKee.
Ah,
And blocked by Franklin. Nicely done. And here comes Ryan. They find Stone, hop, pivot, blocked. Ellerby with the block. There's the senior Will Lesovitz. No good. They're letting them play. Here they go. Mark
go.
Anthony Gallagher.
Oh, great
Bounce to
pass.
Stone. And a
Wow,
huge block by
Lord.
Ellerby. No
there
foul.
we go. Oh, we go.
Turnover.
Ill-advised.
Nice save by
Oh,
Mark
nice
Anthony
job.
Gallagher. Seth Gay going to slow it down. And what I take from this exchange is St. Joe Prep, they're not afraid to be careless with the ball.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Franklin to Russell.
Come down here, slow it down, get yourself a good.
I can't believe they don't call a foul unless if it's there. Comes through the back.
Move the ball, boys.
Russell shakes his shoulders. He does it. He kicks late to Franklin for 3. Good!
job.
Keyshawn Franklin, big 3.
That was a great driving kick by Russ.
Yep.
He could have forced that. Felt his man in the corner.
Wow.
That's a practice shot.
Well,
Talk about that exchange.
Well-
that
again, especially from the defensive viewpoint, what happened was the ball side man who was guarding the player in the corner sloughed off to help out. Russell had the vision, didn't realize the man was open, make the pass, hit the open jumper. What you'd prefer to do defensively is have that help come from the other side of the floor, so that kick out to the corner is not available. But again, these are things that as coaches you look for and work on practice. But that was way too easy.
So, Ted, the one thing that I am noticing is that, and I've been kind of hitting that since the beginning of the game, and Coach, same thing. You can see St. Joe's, they're like get salivating when the pace is going up and down, right? It's like there's blood in the water. If Ryan just takes their time, takes the ball out of the air, has good possessions, it kills them. It really does. It kind of zaps their energy out.
take the sting out of the game, as my friend Ryan Haney says, which is important. Real quick, I got to
Is
give.
that a soccer term?
That's a soccer term.
Oh, okay.
People pay a lot of money for that term. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to our Ryan football squad, Blue Division champions. They bring a round plaque home to Archbishop Ryan and Coach of the Year, Mark, Coach O, Ostaszewski. Congratulations to the football gang for the Blue Division championship. And here we are, 43-37, 2:21 left in the third.
Look at this.
Risky
Ryan
pass.
with, oh!
And they call a foul on Franklin.
He didn't foul him, though. I don't think he fouled him.
Ryan switching up a little full court pressure.
Yeah, well,
here.
yeah.
That's Franklin's second. They go.
Well, see, that's why as a coach, when you take a timeout, you usually want to get the ball to half court so a team can't do this to you. How long? Jesus.
Wow.
Just,
Again, a case should have been there
Is
sooner.
that Julian McKee, number 10?
I can't see with, like you said, the uniforms. They got nobody around the basket.
Nope.
But I think Joe Sinai's point's excellent. When it's a North Philly playground game, St. Joe is really in their comfort zone.
45-37. Who would have thought that would be true
Yeah.
for the old timers? Minute 45.
Okay, is he going to look to hold? Is he trying to hold for one here?
he just wants to go one-on-one this game. Well, he's acting a little bit.
Ellerby doesn't go.
So,
Ellerby with
Slow down.
yeah. No reason to rush here. Oh,
that's
nice backdoor cut. Oh, he got hit in the head.
wow, great look and finish by Samaj Stone.
Look at this ride. Uh-oh.
Russell's athletic ability could not get the block.
A little surprised we got these consistent pressure here, Joe Sinai.
Miles Peterson with his first look
Yeah.
and bucket of the night for Prep. Coach Jason Harrigan making some substitutions here. Guys on the floor for the first time with an 8-point lead and a foul by Seth Gay.
I think that's a smart foul. We're in a very dangerous territory right here.
Yes, we are.
Jaron McKee checks back in. So Coach Jason Harrigan gets some production out of some bench guys who haven't been on the floor since at all.
Yeah.
First,
I'm surprised. You know, usually you like to try to get players that you're going to play in the game sometime in the first half. They're going to play in the second half.
thought Mark Anthony had a chance to steal there. Defended McKee very well. And Jordan Ellerby going to take his time, the senior, with the ball.
I think that, yeah. Oh,
And
there you
Seth
go.
Gay came over and helped. Great defense and another turnover for Prep.
Yep.
34 seconds left, 47-39. Big possession here for the Raiders. Can they get a bucket to end this quarter and keep Prep off the scoreboard? Brandon Russell on the ball. Seth Gay with 20 seconds left. Russell tries to break down, pivots, looks, goes up among the
Nice
trees
job,
and
nice
draws
job.
a foul.
And again, to Joe Sinai's point, right? You get inside that lane area, there's not a 6'7" kid waiting for you.
They needed a good possession there, right?
Right.
Teddy?
Yeah.
And they got one.
Julian McKee with the foul.
Now,
Brandon
Coach,
Russell makes the first.
if you're Joey Z, what do you worry about here? You got 15 seconds left in the quarter. You're going to be down 6, right?
You
If
would
he makes
hope.
this?
You
Yeah.
would hope.
What do you think Joey's worried about?
Them scoring again?
Russell misses the second.
Straight man.
10
to man.
seconds.
Yeah.
Ellerby on Stone. Or Stone on Ellerby. Ellerby finds some space
there
and
you go.
kicks
See-
to Robertson. No good. Big rebound. Mark Anthony
All right,
Gallagher
all right.
and Brandon Russell. And that's the way the period will end. Third quarter, 47-40. Archbishop Ryan down 7 to the undefeated St. Joe Prep Hawks.
Just a great game so far. I mean, the kids are playing hard. I'm sure the coaches have a couple calls they'd like to have back from the referees, but I think the game's been well officiated, played at a high level of energy. So 7-point deficit for our Raiders. Let's see what happens coming out in the fourth quarter.
Joe?
Yeah, just see if they can't close it, right, Ted? It's very similar to the Carroll game, right, where it was kind of like 8 points or so, and we just couldn't close that gap.
I agree. That being said, a little bit of a different energy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because-
The feel of the game's different, but it's that we just need to hit 2 consecutive baskets, get it to 3-4, coach, and then see how St. Joe's reacts.
You know, we talked about how important this game is and why. By the way, Joe, see if you can get some scores from the committee. But Archbishop Ryan at 2-2, LaSalle at 2-2 in that 7-8 position. So Ryan's going to have to get a game from Prep or Judge or Roman. And I think they have a good opportunity here to take care of this. We have 46-40 on the official scoreboard. I have 47, so we'll say it's a 6-point lead until they put it back to 7. What are they doing over there on the scoreboard? Joe's got scores from the committee.
Game of the night, 45-37 Devon, late in the third quarter.
Crap.
Yep. A lot of people in the Philadelphia area lost. We're going to lose some money tonight, Coach. 46-28. Judge is up at half. So Judge is up big now against LaSalle.
Devon Prep at 3-1. They beat Bonner. They both Bonner and Prep at 4-1. But what's important is right in front of us. 47-40. Fourth quarter starts. It's Mark Anthony Gallagher, the senior, to Matt Johnson, kicks to Samaj Stone. Keyshawn Franklin starting to feel more and more comfortable out there. Bad pass by Matt, and here comes Ellerby, and they're going to call the block. He turned his body a little bit.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He was there, but he you know what? He did turn his body.
And Ellerby.
It's that little shoulder turn that takes it right away from you there, Ted.
That pass from Johnson, I know it's a lost art. That's got to be a bounce pass to the corner, and that's a made 3, potentially by Gallagher. Joey Z, as you can tell, was not happy with that decision. Great idea, just poor execution.
Exactly correct.
So the lead up to double digits for the first time this game for St. Joe Prep. Big possession here for the Raiders. Franklin's going to shoot from the bridge, way out. Here comes Prep. They run. McKee puts it up. Nice block by Russell, but
get it out of there.
That's unfortunate.
Right, exactly right.
Now the lead up to 12. Here comes Samaj. Back to Seth. They collapse on Russell. He goes left, pounds, pivots, scores. Good job, Brandon Russell. Leads at 10. Ryan needs to stop, and they get one on a travel. 6:43 left.
Prep wants to play fast.
Sure.
There's a reason. They're extremely good at it.
Yeah, well, it's a good reason to play fast.
It's like a train coming at you.
Why we pay him the big bucks, Coach. Here comes Ryan. Big possession. Samaj Stone to Seth Gay. Seth looks. They collapse on Russell. Nice cut to Samaj, and he's going to get it. And one. Samaj Stone.
Great pass.
Big bucket.
Great pass.
Good action, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you, Seth Gay's having a heck of a game.
Sophomores.
Yep, well.
Sophomores, people.
And that wasn't just a slap on the wrist. That was a shoulder to. And this.
He's a strong kid.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
That was a big time play, right?
Misses the free throw. 44-52. Olin Chamberlain with the ball for St. Joe Prep with 6:20 left. And St. Joe Prep with a lot of experience on the floor. That's Jordan Ellerby. He's had one heck of a game tonight.
Clearing it out.
Yep, got to have some help.
Nice fight through the screen by Gallagher. Gallagher keeps his feet moving, and that's a travel. Mark Anthony Gallagher won that battle, gentlemen.
You know what? I actually was watching him that whole defensive set. He worked very hard not to let his man catch the ball, and when he did, he was really, really aggressive defensively.
And here we go.
Can't waste the possession.
And here we go.
Got to get a good one, Teddy. Good.
Look at this
clean
lineup for Ryan. Gay, Russell, Stone,
Tried that.
Gallagher, Franklin.
Trying to get Gallagher off a baseline screen here, Joe. Like to see Russell get himself.
Oh, Seth Gay from downtown can't get it. Franklin in great position. Keyshawn Franklin.
He's been playing well.
Here we go. The lead down to 6, 5:32. Ellerby and Stone, good screen by the senior Will Lesovitz.
Excellent defense, team defense by Ryan right
Yes, sir. Ellerby can't shake Russell.
He just drained the entire possession with his hand on the ball.
Oh, there's a cut. You saw the screen in the cut.
That's a good.
Mark,
that's a
good foul, Mark Anthony Gallagher.
Absolutely, it's a good foul.
Now, Coach, is
Yes.
you have to call that a shooting foul, right? Unfortunately, not on the ground.
He did.
I think he's on the ground there, right?
He called it a two-shot foul. I thought the foul occurred down. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have an attempt to even
No.
catch
No,
the
that
ball,
was.
let alone shoot it.
That's why I thought it was a good foul because it wasn't a two-shot foul.
And McKee,
Yeah, I think Coach has got a good point to be a little upset on that one. I thought that was down on the ground too, there, guys.
I have McKee with a quiet night tonight.
Yeah.
Well, he's professional. He's going to get his. He doesn't demand a lot of shots.
He makes both. We needed 8 at the 5-minute mark.
The foul shot disparity is going to come back to halt Ryan if they don't start knocking them down.
Yeah, they aren't shooting very well, are they, Joe?
Seth Gay hesitates, puts one up, can't get it to go.
And that's on the floor? How is that not shooting?
Wow.
Joe Zaglinski seems to agree with you, Mr. Sinai.
Oh, he's right.
Ryan's basketball trying to inbounds. Russell's got to get it in.
Yeah, they haven't really executed their inbounds plays under the basket like I'm used to seeing them do, Joe.
Seth looking to pop off the screen there. It's going to go to Russell and defer. Russell's going to shoot from top of the key, and that's good.
Basket.
Brandon Russell with a big 3.
Poor defense there by the prep.
It's a 5-point game. 4:28. Stay tuned, everybody.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. Down by 10. They come back. And, they're going to get Russell late on the body.
Yeah, I think he came down with his arm. It's a bad habit of doing that.
Ellerby actually out of control on that drive.
One thing about Ellerby, sorry, Teddy, I'll let you finish in a second. When he puts his head down and he commits to a drive, you can tell 45 feet from the basket that he's going. He's not looking for teammates. And as Coach, you mentioned earlier, it's got to be, or even help, because he's not looking. His mind has been made up.
Ellerby.
And again, he's a freak athlete, excellent player. He's going to get away with it at this level for sure.
Certainly.
Ellerby misses. Big rebound by Stone.
All right.
Here comes Russell. 55-49, 4:15. How you doing? Here we go. Seth Gay. Oh, Seth wanted to put that one up. Russell, hop step. Acrobatic, but can't get it to go. Here comes Kai Robertson, and he goes up. No good. And stripped.
Nice job.
Here comes Mark Anthony Gallagher. And they're going to get Russ with the travel.
Again with the playing fast. Like, take the steal, take the possession.
3:53.
I used to try to tell my kids off the steal, you don't get any more points if you score fast or
Right.
if it takes just a couple seconds.
They had the advantage there, Coach, right? And it was a great steal.
It's played into the pace of the game,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Easier said than done, I guess to be best said.
55-49, 3:45 left. Oh, that's Chamberlain for 3, and that's a backbreaker.
What a great pass. I just said he wasn't looking for his other teammates, but right there he did. That was a tremendous look.
Lead back to 9. Gay for three. Contested. Heavy back iron. Stone held, and a baseball pass to Robertson, and a block by Seth Gay, his third of the night. Wow. Seth Gay's doing some things, boys, that are gonna. He's not gonna be a secret in the Catholic League anymore. What an athletic play! Wow.
You get that great block, but who gets the loose ball? Right, the second guy down. Where are the Ryan guys there? They got to come up with that.
Lesovitz can put this lead to 11 with a make here. That's good. 11-point lead with 3:20 left. Ryan's going to have to score in bunches. Can they do it? Franklin. He goes. Seth put that. Russell had three players on him.
Not a great entry idea with three guys around him, but we got the foul, so we get the ball back.
End of the day, coach, just 2-3. Ryan's only got 49 points.
You're right.
And
Franklin's going to let one go. No. Russ commits to the rebound. McKee.
This is that senior-led, right, prep team. They had advantage.
Yep.
And they just pulled it out. Ryan's going to have to make some threes in the closure of this game to get back in it.
And the kick to Chamberlain. Chamberlain's going to let it go. Big rebound, Stone. Ryan's still alive. 2:35 left. Gallagher. And he steps out. Pass was a little behind him. Ryan with pressure.
You can't let him get around.
They're going to. Lesovitz. They beat the press. It's had a nice fourth quarter for them. And they get Mackay Robertson with a foul. (62-49), 2:16 left. Ryan with life. Russell, three. No. Needed that to go.
Yeah, a lot of one and dones down here. Last couple of minutes.
Ellerby and Stone. Ellerby taking time off the clock. Stone defending hard. Ellerby brings it back, and they find, off the help, they find Will Lesovitz. And that'll just about do it. 64-49. Gallagher in the corner moves.
I thought we were going to get a timeout there, but
McKee with the rebound, and we're at the minute 20 mark. That's Jaron McKee and Samaj Stone. McKee with his left finds Robertson. Seth Gay strips a steal, but just has a foot out of bounds. Minute 4 to left. We'll have some. Stay with us. Stay tuned after the final buzzer. We'll do a nice wrap up with Joe Sinai and Coach Mark Heimerdinger.
Oh, Lord.
These kids had a nice quarter.
it's a mental breakdown.
I have 18 from him. Russell heavy. Keyshawn Franklin, nice follow.
Prep just executed down the stretch.
They just did, and they were, with 3:53 left, Ryan was, I think it was a 7 or 8 point game at that point. Had the turnover. You got scores, Joe.
I'm looking for an update.
But while you're doing that, real quick, I do want to give a shout out to my soccer guys, because tonight was the all-Catholic banquet that I missed because
of being a dedicated basketball announcer.
I do what I do. But congratulations, we actually had a Player of the Year for us. A gentleman by the name of Sean Dixon, a senior, was the league defensive player of the year, and the first team All-Catholic, along with Jack Stackhouse Jr. Our second team All-Catholics, Peyton Barton and Nassim Clark. Third team All-Catholics, Dom Lewandowski and Jaden Perez. And rookie award named to the rookie team, Colin Hart. Congratulations, fellas. But we're here, 66-51, and a steal. Russell.
Nice move.
Stone tries the tip. They're going to call something on the floor. They're going to call foul away from the basket there.
We're just missing the. Just missing those key big shots down the stretch. A 3 here, a 3 there, Ted. Looks like they're going to throw a fan out right below us.
I missed that.
All I'm going to say is it wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
I'm high up, Ted. We're high up.
Did they get?
Coach, you didn't say anything, did you?
No, I'm hiding under the table.
Did they have Director of Game Day Security Phil Consalvo?
Yeah, where is Phil at? He's got to earn his keep around here.
Phil.
Sorry, I had a joke that was so fun. I started coughing. What I was going to say.
Is that a technical foul, by the way?
This is when Coach Heimler gets at his most nervous. When you don't know what's going on, he's like, am I thrown out? Are you thrown out? Was it Pierce? Who was it?
Well, of course, Pierce and Neild were soccer players too, so that explains their. And by the way, they didn't like each other a lick.
And Dave did mention that.
I see that.
I see him every year. He is a, and you wouldn't be surprised. He's an excellent coach.
I believe that.
And does a great job.
I believe that.
Mr. McFadden, just asking for some help. (66-51), 35.6 seconds left, and game got away a little bit from Archbishop Ryan, but we'll talk about some of the things after the final buzzer with Joe Sinai and Coach Mark Heimenegger. Mark Anthony Gallagher on the line.
Yeah, a lot of positive things during this game, right?
Absolutely.
You can build off of, changing the lineup.
Yep. And look, St. Joe Prep is an experienced bunch of players, too, that happen to be pretty talented. So, you know.
They're at the top, Coach, right?
That's why they're there.
This is the kid I'm
nice
impressed
cut
with
off there by Mark. That's a nice job of the person on the wing on the defense of not allowing the player to get up the sideline. That's an excellent.
The one thing they want to come out of here with is that this is who they may see in a playoff match.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, if depending upon how the season falls, worst case scenario, you're in a playing game, you win your playing game. You're grabbing this. You might be grabbing this squad, and I don't think they're afraid. I can tell you, they won't be afraid. I can tell you that.
Absolutely not.
But I am super, super impressed with Olin Chamberlain tonight.
Yes. Nice player.
He is a true Catholic League point guard, and he's surrounded by very talented players. I get that, but I mean, I don't think he missed a 3 tonight. And everything was in the rhythm of the game.
Yes.
Whether it's a tip ball and he gets a jumper, but his pull up is superb, and his feel for the game is up there. Really, really impressed with that kid tonight.
Triple team.
Nice job getting the ball in bounds by Coach Harrigan. There we go.
Oh,
baby.
Robertson.
Nice execution by the Prep players.
Gallagher for 3. And good to see that go in for Mark Anthony.
Yes.
(68-56) with 10 seconds left. I don't think I was curious to see if they pull the ball out, and no, they weren't. In fact, they went for
Talk about the prep.
yeah.
Oh, no.
They weren't,
That wasn't happening.
and they went for the lob.
And then Joey scores, and he's going to call timeout.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. That's right.
But I think, sorry to cut you off, that I still think with 10 seconds left for Ryan, there's an advantage because you could try another set out, throw a different defensive curve at him
Here-
for 10 seconds. Yeah, like
Oh, here you're going to coach the end of the game.
mix it up and
Yeah.
build off it.
So-
Prep wants to get on the bus and get out of here with the win, right? Without any injuries.
Fourth quarter here, 10 seconds left, 68-56.
Oh, that's a walk.
It's a travel, but
Yeah, that is. But the referee's got to get out of here, too,
he's
right?
got to get some Pizza City action going.
What happened to our Chick-fil-A connection? Did we have a Chick-fil-A connection?
I don't know if Danny's still doing it. Mr. Danny Clifton. I got to find that out.
Somebody call that
Well,
gentleman.
unless Phil's eating it, he could be eating all the Chick-fil-A before it gets done.
Let me give you a score real quick.
That's McKee at the line.
LaSalle's up. Oh, sorry, Judge is a bit up big against LaSalle in the third. It's the last one I got. Yeah.
Makes both. And with 2 seconds left, Seth Gale running out. Oh, and he makes the three at the buzzer. There you go.
Why not?
Why not? So an 11-point victory for the St. Joe Hawk here today. Ryan drops to 2-3. The Prep go to 5-0. Real quick take on Coach. You want to go first?
Well, I thought Ryan was definitely in the game tonight. They played very hard. Again, made some mistakes as young kids will, and St. Joe's talent and experience really helped, especially when they got into that 2-3 minute mark and they could really just pull the ball out and make Ryan overextend and penetrate, make some plays. Really showed a lot of poise during that time of game to really put the game away at that point, I thought.
And Joe?
Yeah, very similar thoughts. I mean, it just shows you that AR can play with, if they can play with the Prep, they can play with anyone. Some flashes of some good things. It's the consistency you and I talked about from game to game. Can they put 4 quarters together? But Prep came in and won the game. They're a good team.
Well, that's
Exactly right. Sometimes the other team just better that night.
Yep.
They are a well-oiled machine.
But again, they have the experience of playing right together for how long now, and they're well coached, and they're good players.
I think this is their 3rd year together.
Okay.
This group, absolutely, and I think that's such a big deal. Not to repeat what you guys said, but if I compare this team and compare to what happened last year, even the team with Thomas Sorber, Darren Williams, and company had to get better each game. And I would tell you that if Ryan puts together a complete game, they're going to be able to make some hay and give somebody a problem. Now, losing the LaSalle game and dropping, they're going to be big from a standings perspective. But when they go to Wood and they go to Goretti, they're going to be must games. They obviously you want to play in a 3-6 game rather than a playing game.
Sure.
But you want to see progression as well. I think if I'm a Ryan fan, I like what I saw out of my younger players.
No question.
I think you look at a kid like Seth Gay, and you're like, wow, some of the things he did on the floor tonight were incredible.
Yeah, especially defensively, right?
Just little things.
I think that jumper that he starts to hit, Coach, you could live with 30%, right?
Right.
Somewhere in the high 20s, and I'm told he's a very good shooter. He gets up somewhere in the 40s at this level, and he's making, 2 or 3 of the shots that he takes. It's a big help, boost to the Ryan offense.
I have Russell unofficial with, I think, 17. Mark Anthony Gallagher had 8. Samaj Stone, I thought Samaj played. Samaj does nice things on the floor. 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. I have him at 9. Malik Hughes had a tough time tonight. You would think that there would have been, because of his height, St. Joe Prep defended very well.
Yes.
They collapsed on him when he had the ball and gave him some trouble. I also like the fact that Keyshawn Franklin looked a lot more comfortable tonight.
I feel like he's settled in his
Start
role.
to settle in a little bit, right? He hit a nice three, made some nice
Tips, he had a
a
couple
couple
tips,
steals and some
taps.
tips. So, you could see that athletic ability there, and then he's a weapon. All of a sudden, as he plays more confidently, he becomes a weapon. So, some positives come out. Obviously, you're disappointed with, you don't want to be Pollyanna and just always look for the silver lining. There's stuff to work on, but we're still okay.
Well, as I said, you have young kids. There's growing pains that occur. Of course, when you've been as competitive in as many big games as Coach Zaglinski and Ryan's basketball program been in continuous years, you want to continue that level. But, you also got to be realistic, too, and look at, who you're playing against, how long have they been playing, and, what is the age group of the kids that you're coaching.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to see everybody Friday night. Archbishop Ryan home again, 7 o'clock tip against West Catholic. Thank you so much for all your support and tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed the live stream, and we will see everybody on Friday. Always remember, we are AR. Take care.